watching the American Express Halftime Report. Shop small and support the places you love. Learn more at shopsmall.com.
The Blazers have won their last 3 against Golden State. Steph is like, I ain't having that tonight. The Warriors up by 12. Steph is cooking 31 so far. And, oh yeah, he's litty. The energy is just a little bit different tonight for Steph Curry on the West Coast, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Channing Frye, the NBA champion. Grant, starting with you, obviously Steph Curry, he's came out tonight, and he just has a little different spark in his step. What have you seen from the two-time MVP?
Hey, Ro, Steph Curry's come out like Channing did his first day of training camp with the Phoenix Suns. He is just full of energy, excitement, happy to be there. And I tell you, been aggressive from the jump, 10 for 18 from the field, shooting threes, attacking the basket. You said it best, bro. It's his energy. I don't know if I've seen this level of energy from Steph for an entire half since the start of this year. As he's starting to get his legs, his stamina, his wind, we forget he only played 5 games.
And I think we're experiencing technical difficulties with Grant's Wi-Fi. We'll get him back shortly. I know he has something excellent to say. We got to get that figured out. But in the meantime, going over to Portland, we know you know everything when it comes to the Portland Trailblazers. CJ has been on a tear so far this season, among the league leaders in scoring, not necessarily having his best night so far tonight. What needs to change?
I mean, it's a team. I think right now they only have 4 assists in the half. They need to move the ball, move around, and they're playing too fast. I don't know. Like, Draymond Green is a ridiculously good defender. He is everywhere. But right here, CJ, this is a tough shot, but CJ's been hot. Look, this is skills and drills, as he says on Twitter. That's an easy mid-range shot for him. Now, again, look at him. He's assessing, but everyone's just standing. All 10 eyes on the other team are looking. Now, this is just getting them feet work. I know his toes was hot after this. It's all that sliding. But, again, that's a tough shot. No one else touched the ball. Now, again, here, he's making these shots. He's 6 for 13 and a half, which is amazing. He's getting an easy little lay right there and one. But the rest of the starters are 6 for 15. He's 6 for 13. The Blazers cannot fall into this trap. They need to let everybody eat. The bench has done a pretty good job of scoring. Gary Trent Jr., Carmelo Anthony. But where is Derrick Jones Jr. and Robert Covington? And Nurk is the second biggest guy out there.
Right.
Feed him a little bit. Let him touch the ball a little bit. That's how they're going to be better. And slow down. Golden State is just running them out the gym, right? You can't play that fast with Golden State. Trust me.
Trust me, yeah, you know all about
Trust
that.
me.
I call him affectionately the dad bod guy. He gets up and down the court really fast, though. Trust me on that one. Well, Paul George, everybody's been talking about him all offseason. Hey, he said, I got something for y'all tonight. 6 threes as the Clippers handle their business and they get the victory over the Suns. It's the American Express Halftime Report. Channing, and we promise Grant Hill will be back to join us. We're going to get his Wi-Fi taken care of. Trust me.
Quarter over. Of course, not the first time that we've seen that. He said there was a particular action that you were trying to get to that seemed like it was working well. What was your diagnosis there, and how did that play out in the fourth?
Well, we were doing a lot of jostling with Memphis tonight and just going back and forth. And a 2-point lead here, or they're taking a 1-point lead, or we're taking a 1-point lead. So, it started the fourth. I want y'all to implement myself with my scoring a little bit more, get a little bit more in attack mode and see if I can kind of open the game up. And we were able to do that.
Dan Morkey.
Hey, LeBron. You guys have won these last 2 games. Obviously, there's been good offense, but defensively, really, in a lot of different ways. What was the big key in the last 3 quarters tonight defensively? And do you like to see kind of that this group can win by outscoring teams or this way, too?
Yeah, we got to have the ability to be able to do winning all facets. Sometimes it's going to be outscoring teams. But for the majority, we want to win games by defending. When we defend, we rebound, we're able to get on a run and get in early transition and either get fast break points or able to get into our early actions, give ourselves a lot of time on the offensive end. So, tonight was one of those instances after the first quarter where they had, I believe, 36 points or whatever the case may be. After that, they had 58 for the rest of the game. I think 56 or 58, but it just shows what we're capable of. We want to continue that going forward.
Dave?
LeBron, homecoming games, for lack of a better term, are such a big part of the NBA experience. You had one of the more remarkable ones when you first went back to Cleveland. Last year, you guys had that battle in New Orleans, making a comeback in AD's return. Can you comment or remark on the experience for Marc Gasol going back to Memphis for the first time in, what is such a different season?
I just hope that when we get our fans back, that Mark can get another one. Because he deserves it. What he did for this franchise over the course of those years. It was hell coming here playing him. Playing Mark and Zebo and TA. The rest of that group, man, throughout those years, it was going to be a grind, as they would call it, the grindhouse. I truly hope that they re-show that video again when they get their fans back in here, because not only what he was able to do on the floor, he just meant so much off the floor as well. The guy actually, he even went to high school here for 2 years when Powell was playing in Memphis. So, he's been a part of this community for a long time.
All right, a couple more. Bill Orm.
Hey, LeBron. Coming into this season, there was a line of thinking externally that you would ease into the season, or you would pace yourself due to the nature of the season. And like with most things, when people say this is what LeBron should do or this is what LeBron's going to do, it so far doesn't seem to be the case. But are there ways in which you have paced yourself this season, or are pacing yourself right now, or do you just reject that line of thinking?
I continue to take care of my body and take care of my mind to be able to endure whatever the case may be. And obviously the short layoff, the 71 days between, us finishing and having to get back re-going, it definitely put a monkey wrench into my usual regimen of rest in my body and then getting back and going full, hard core on my training. I didn't really have that opportunity to kind of shut down my body and then go and revamp my body and get ready for the season. It just wasn't enough time. So, being able to, it's a fine line now where how much we push, how much rest, and also stay in good rhythm, because we have myself and our team, we built so much great rhythm in the bubble that, want to try to continue that as much as we can. So, for me, it's always about just having my mind and my body fresh. And if my mind is sharp, then I can go out and do whatever I need to do on the floor, and if it's not, then it hurts not only myself, but it hurts our team. So, that's the most important for me.
Last question, Kyle Goon.
LeBron, I guess there were a couple fans in San Antonio and then maybe more fans tonight. Does that register? What's sort of the gradient of having, I don't know, more than 1,000 fans versus having a full?
Well, it's a great feeling, to be honest, just to have anyone in the stands. It feels like it's been so long, since we had that, and it's been since March of 2020, since we, I think that last game at Staples when we played Brooklyn was the last time we had fans. So, to be able to come into an arena and just see a sprinkle or a dab of, fans here, in the lower bowl or, the mid bowl all the way to the upper bowl, seeing a few of them sitting, I guess off side of court side. It's a beautiful feeling, and I hope, we can continue to build that and continue to even get back at some point where, we're packing the stadiums again. So obviously health comes first. Continue to follow the protocols and continue to be safe with everyone's family and things of that nature. But, sport is not sport without fans, and without the yelling and the screaming and the support and all those things that go with it. So, very hopeful of that someday again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Basket turn, still find the backboard. That's just unbelievable skill, man.
You got it? Ooh.
I can do that one.
And he can't get away from that, even though he still has to shoot the 5 threes that Frank Vogel wants him to shoot. That is a problem for opponents.
That was against Gorgie Jang, a very good defensive big man, too. And he was kind of just stumbling backwards.